Hello there, everybody. With Dillon Danis talking all this shit, right? And him not backing out because he got no concussion, right? Was that him against KSI? I don't remember. Was it? No, it was other dude. I forgot his name. Yeah, that dude. But bro said, hey, this dude right here, Roundhouse Radio, said he's not ready for this fight. Also, I'm subscribed to him on my other channel, so I'm surprised I got him on this channel when I'm not subscribed to anybody on this channel. But yeah, let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the fight between Logan Paul and Dillon Danis coming up, allegedly, because that's assuming that Dillon Danis makes it to the ring, which we all know there should be betting odds on that, and I think there actually are betting odds on that. But either way, at least this time it seems as though he's training. He's released some sparring footage, as well as released a few leaks that I don't think he wanted to get out. Now, we're going to go over all of that, specifically this little leak right here, which is him at apparently a local kickboxing gym. Doing a bit of open mat sparring, which is questionable in itself when you're leading up to a high-profile boxing match. However, there's also some sparring that he posted where he's trying to look good, and that's what we're going to go over today. Is Dillon Danis ready? Before we do that, check out the sponsor of today's video. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks.
With how much shit bro was talking about Logan's wife, Logan gonna go out there and kill him if bro gets, yeah.
The code Roundhouse, all caps, will receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. That means, guys, if you deposit $100, Prize Picks will give you $100. If you deposit $50, they'll give you $50. That's only if you use the code all caps Roundhouse. The thing is with Prize Picks, though, is you aren't competing against other people. It's just you versus the projections available. So thanks again to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. Link in the description, code Roundhouse. Okay, guys, right back to the video. Check this out right now. So first things first is we see Dillon Danis hands low. Now, the thing is Dillon Danis has posted a ton of sparring footage with a very traditional boxing guard. So I'm not too worried about the hands low thing right now. I think he's just trying to play kind of nice and loose with it. Fundamentally, he's usually a high guard fighter. Now, he doesn't do the high guard well because he likes to bring his feet right together. But at the end of the day, he normally uses a guard, but he's not right here. He's not right here. He's against what doesn't appear to be a super high level opponent. You can see that his opponent's not really in a normal stance. He's totally lead leg dominant right here, all the weight on his lead foot as he throws that jab. Dillon's a bit out of range. And then Dillon does this nice and fancy thing here where he's trying to throw feints, right? He's throwing shoulder feints. And that's a very common thing in the sport of fighting. It's a bit lower. It's a bit more advanced when you just kind of throw with your shoulder a little bit. He's throwing that little shoulder feint. And then he throws a right hand. But guys, I don't know if you saw it. Let me know if you saw it. But he feints the right hand and then before throwing the right hand. And guys, when you do that,
I was like, bro, what the hell? How can you feint the hand you're throwing? Wouldn't it be the opposite hand you do?
It's actually a day one, week one beginner mistake. Because you're essentially saying, hey, look, I'm about to throw my right hand, right? It's a tell. And he does a very clear tell with his right hand before throwing it. Hey, I'm about to throw this.
It was gonna be opposite.
As you can see right there, there it is. I'm about to throw this. And then he proceeds to throw it with a lead uppercut, two shots to the body, a bit of clinch, two more shots to the body. It's not a terrible combination, but it's done pretty terribly. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The execution here isn't very great. And for this to be a highlight clip, what he's trying to show the world to be like, look how good I am at fighting. It's suspect. It's very, very suspect. So let's watch that again. Here comes in, throws that big right hand, boom. And then look at the body. Look at the body. And he throws a lead uppercut. Now, guys, we've talked about the leader uppercut before, specifically with Gibb versus Austin McBroom. I said it's a high-risk, low-reward shot. The uppercut in general in boxing is a very high-risk punch to throw. The lead uppercut, even more so. I called it out with Austin McBroom. I said he was going to get cracked with it, and he got cracked with it. But this one is even worse than Austin McBroom's. So he throws that right hand, and then this is the position his body's in when coming for the lead uppercut. Does this look like an angle in which you can in any way be defensively responsible? He is 100% committed to the next shot with zero defense available. What do I mean by that? Well, if you throw a lead or uppercut, but you're within your stance, right? I'm within my fighting stance, boom, I throw a lead uppercut. If I'm messing up and I see that shot coming back to me halfway, I still might be able to slide back because my feet are under me. I'm within a stance, right? My feet are under me. Oh, I see that shot coming. I'm going to just kind of bail on the shot. Dillon Danis ain't bailing on nothing here, okay? He is 100% lean forward, committed to the shot. There's no way he can go anywhere. So all Logan has to do there, he has to be in his stance. The right hand comes, boom, catch that right hand. Simple, easy, traditional boxing move. Catching that shot, no problem. And then just pin his right hand right down the center and just clean Dillon Danis out. That'll be a knockout shot like that. There's no way Dillon can be that committed because all his weight's coming forward into the right hand. And you're saying, hold up, Roundhouse. What about the uppercut? Logan's got to worry about the uppercut. But the lead uppercut's not a hard punch to get out of the way of because it's an uppercut. And uppercuts are usually used when your opponent is tucked in tight here and not moving that much because you're trying to break through that guard. You're trying to break it and then maybe throw a left hook or something like that. So all Logan has to do is move his head off the center line when he's throwing that right hand. Just boom, move his head off the center line. That uppercut will come right up here, no problem. And Dillon Danis he'll be night-night, man. He'll be night-night. Rips shots to the body. Same thing, right? Same thing. He throws 100% committed all the time. Both hands down, no real guard. I will give him that his shots to the body here, like look at this, man. There's just no setup, no real guard, no occupying of the up hands for his opponent, right? He's not tapping them and then ripping the body shot like you normally would. Just naked rips to the body. I will say though, he gets a lot of leverage in his body shot. So we can watch that here. Gets good leverage in his body shots. Right here, boom, boom. Decent leverage in the body shots. The problem is Logan's so much bigger than him, man. How is that going to do anything?
So much.
How is that going to do anything? The thing with Dillon Danis is he's not a fast twitch muscle guy. He's not an explosive fighter, but he's trying to fight like one.
That's
the guys
tough.
that we see that throw that lead uppercut and get away with it are guys like Benjamin Whitaker, new on the scene. Just absolutely lightning quick. He can land that shot, get out of the way quickly. He's not overcommitting to it. He's so fast with it that he can get it done. Obviously, Chris Eubank Jr., same thing. Just a ball of fast twitch muscle fibers. These guys can get that shot in and get away with it. But a guy like Dillon Danis, he just doesn't have that ability. He's just not that guy. And he's still trying to fight like that guy. When you got that slow twitch muscle fiber, that's okay. There's no problem with that. But you have to adjust your fight style to be able to fight with that being as your advantage. And Dillon doesn't do that. He tries to fight like this explosive fighter, exploding in and out. And his movement's just too slow because he's not an explosive guy. And then here we see some of the leaked footage, some stuff that Dillon wasn't trying to let out into the world, and it shows why, right? We've talked a lot about Dillon just kind of not preparing, and when I first saw this clip, I thought it was old footage. But then Dillon goes out, tweets online, and says, hey, the Pauls have spies in my camp. So he says that this is his camp that he's currently in. Now, is Dillon a good source of information? No, he's not a good source of information, but that's what he's saying. So that's the information we're going to go with. And when you look at the situation here, it's just an open mat. It's just an open mat sparring session at a kickboxing gym. You can see it's kickboxing because everyone's got shin guards on. Obviously, it's still high level. Obviously, this is perfectly fine. This happens all the time. And it's very, very common for people to train this way. It's not super common for boxers in a boxing camp where they're going into a high profile fight in front of millions of people to not have a dedicated, scheduled, set up sparring session with their coach, with picked sparring partners. This is wild. And then he says it's against a high-level kickboxer. Well, boxing ain't kickboxing. It's a totally different sport. And you cannot just kind of willy-nilly go train MMA and kickboxing and then hop into a boxing ring against someone who's been just dedicated to the sport of boxing and expect to do well. And even here, he's getting teed up on. Look at that. Big right hand lands, big left hook lands over the top. And you can see Dillon just kind of sitting in the pocket, just kind of whipping haymakers in there and just getting blasted. He said something about standing in the pocket and being willing to do that, but his opponent's not standing in the pocket with him. His opponent's just right at range, and Dillon's missing all the shots. He's throwing haymakers with his head down, and it just looks a little bit amateurish. Now, guys, I'm not saying that he doesn't stand a chance here. That's not what I'm saying. He doesn't stand a chance. Everyone stands a chance. We've never seen him box.
It's always
Logan's
like
never
one shot.
really won a boxing match, so he could be the guy. But I am saying that if I'm putting my money down If I'm going on Prize Picks and I'm doing anything, I'm not putting that money on Dillon Danis. Not yet, at least. So we'll see what he releases kind of coming up sooner. He's still got a month to work. He's still got a month to get in shape and to dial in his boxing. A lot could change in a month. That's a decent amount of time to train. But as of right now, it's not looking good. For me, I just don't think that he's ready. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Obviously, this isn't a critique on him as a person. I don't care. This is looking at his boxing ability and giving you that breakdown. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Take it easy. This is Roundhouse Radio. Bye.
The Genesis.
What somebody says, calling it now, Dillon is going to lose around or two, or lose around a round or two, and then try to choke Logan and get disqualified. That's funny. This is what we call an actual breakdown and not a bias rant. That's funny. That's true, actually. But yeah, like, subscribe. See you guys later. Hope you have a good day or night, and bye.